Loops can be used to iterate through each value in a collection of values like arrays or dictionaries. Here we execute the instructions in the loop as many times as the elements in my score array, printing the score found at a given position every time. In this case, we have no knowledge about the value of the loop index. If we need to know the index value for some reason, then we can use a tuple. The first element of the tuple will be our index, and the second element will be the value stored in the array at that index position. In this case, we look through our friend's dictionary, printing their name and age for each of them. In the case of dictionaries, it is mandatory to use tuples as index values. The tuple will contain as first value the key for the current dictionary element, while the second element will be the value associated to that key. Unlike arrays, a Swift dictionary is not an ordered collection, so the order in which key value pairs are retrieved is totally random and can change without notice. Okay, let's now see how we can iterate through arrays. Let's say we have an array motorbikes with some motorbike brands, and we want to make a loop that displays every single brand in my array. Let's define a variable t string that we'll use later. So we're going to iterate through every value of my array. So for bike in motorbikes, t equals current brand, we use string interpolation, bike. There we go. And we can see that the loop is executed 4 times, which is exactly the number of brands I have in my array. And if I expand the output from this guy, I see that T has the value current brand Honda, current brand BMW, current brand Ducati, current brand Suzuki. So bike at each turn of the loop has the value of each element in the array. First element 0, first element 1, element 2, and then element 3. But when I use this technique, I don't know the index for my array elements. So I have a chance to the possibility to know the index by transforming using a tuple and transforming my array into an enumeration. Let's say we have another array where I have some scores for a game, and now let's say for index and score, this is my tuple in my score. You see that I get an error condition here. Tuple pattern cannot match values because my score is an array, and instead I need an enumeration to get my tuples. So I transform my array in enumeration. Enumerate. Don't worry, just follow. We'll see later what enumerations are more in detail. So now T equals score is ID X is score. And we can see that our loop is executed 4 times, and if you go to the output from our loop, we see score 0 is 40, score 1 is 80, score 2 is 90, score 3 is 50. We can retrieve the index for my array and the value in that position inside the array. Okay, now we want to iterate through a dictionary. Let's say I have a dictionary with my friends and their respective age. And as we said before, with dictionaries, I go straight ahead and use a tuple, meaning I'm going to use the key and the value as a tuple in my friends. So this is going to consider in turn every tuple, meaning couple of key values, and I print t equals my friend and my friend's name is H years old. And as you can see, the loop is executed 3 times because I've got 3 elements in my dictionary. And if I look at the output for T, my friend John is 30 years old, my friend Steve is 26 years old, and so on. As you see here, string interpolation is very useful.